My own sister humiliated me in front of our whole family. She stood up at my mother's birthday dinner, raised her glass, and destroyed me with her words. Everyone laughed. Some looked away uncomfortably. I sat there, frozen, trying not to cry. But what she didn't know was that the truth about her was about to come out. And when it did, everything she'd built came crashing down. My name is Natalie Cooper. I'm 31 years old, and I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. I have an older sister named Ashley. She's 34. Growing up, Ashley was always the golden child. She was beautiful, popular, confident. She got straight A's. She was captain of the cheerleading squad. She dated the quarterback. She was everything our parents wanted. I was the opposite. I was quiet. Shy. I liked reading and drawing. I got good grades, but I wasn't flashy about it. I had a small group of friends. I didn't seek attention. I just wanted to be left alone to do my own thing. Our parents loved us both, but they loved Ashley differently. They loved her loudly. They bragged about her to everyone. They put her achievements on the fridge. They showed up to all her events. With me, their love was quieter. They were proud of me, I think, but they didn't show it the same way. Ashley and I weren't close growing up. She saw me as competition, even though I never competed with her. She'd make little comments. Mom and Dad like me better. You'll never be as pretty as me. You're so boring, Natalie. I brushed it off. I told myself she was just being a typical older sister. But as we got older, the comments got meaner. And recently they got cruel. Ashley lives in a big house in a nice neighborhood. She's married to a guy named Brad. He works in finance. They drive expensive cars. They go on fancy vacations. They post everything on Instagram. From the outside, Ashley's life looks perfect. My life is different. I work as a nurse at a hospital. I rent a small apartment. I drive a used car. I don't post much on social media. I'm single. I'm quiet. I work long hours. I'm exhausted most of the time. But I'm proud of what I do. I help people. I save lives. That matters to me. But to Ashley, my life is embarrassing. She's said it to my face. Natalie, you're 31. You should have your life together by now. Don't you want more than this? Aren't you embarrassed living like this? I've tried to explain that I'm happy. That I like my job. That I don't need a big house or a fancy car to feel fulfilled. But she doesn't listen. She just sees me as less than. And she's made it her mission to remind me of that at every family gathering. But recently, her behavior changed. She became more aggressive. More desperate to put me down. I didn't understand why. Until the night of my mother's birthday dinner. My mom was turning 60. Ashley insisted on hosting a big dinner party at her house. She invited our parents, our aunts and uncles, our cousins, family friends. About 30 people. She spent weeks planning it. She hired a caterer. She decorated her house like it was a magazine spread. She wanted everything to be perfect. I showed up with a gift for my mom. I wore a simple dress. Nothing fancy. I walked in and Ashley looked me up and down. That's what you're wearing. I nodded. It's a family dinner, Ashley. Not a gala. She rolled her eyes and walked away. Throughout the evening, I felt out of place. Everyone was dressed up. Everyone was talking about their jobs, their houses, their kids, their accomplishments. I sat quietly, smiling, nodding, not saying much. Ashley was in her element. She was the center of attention. She was showing people around her house. She was talking about her latest vacation to Italy. She was glowing. But every time she looked at me, there was something in her eyes. Something I couldn't quite place. Fear. Panic. I didn't know. Dinner was served. We all sat around a long table. My mom was at the head. Ashley stood up with a glass of champagne to give a toast. I just want to say a few words about my amazing mother, she started. Everyone smiled. Mom, you've always been our rock. You raised 2 daughters. One who became successful, independent, and strong. She paused. And one who, well, is still figuring things out. People laughed nervously. I felt my face burn. Ashley continued. Some people grow up. Some people stay disappointments. But hey, we love Natalie anyway. She raised her glass. To Mom. Everyone raised their glasses. Some people looked uncomfortable. A few laughed. My parents said nothing. I sat there, humiliated, trying not to cry. And then the doorbell rang. Ashley's face went pale. She looked at Brad. He looked confused. Are we expecting anyone else? He asked. She shook her head quickly. No. I don't know who that is. Brad got up to answer the door. A woman walked in. She was in her 40s, well-dressed, carrying a folder. She looked around the room and locked eyes with Ashley. Ashley Cooper? Ashley stood up, her hands shaking. Who are you? I'm Margaret Chen. I'm a senior investigator with Hartman Financial Group. She held up the folder. We've been trying to reach you for 2 weeks. Since you've been ignoring our calls and emails, I decided to come in person. The room went silent. Everyone stared. Ashley's face was white. This is a private family event. You can't just barge in here. Margaret didn't flinch. You've been involved in a fraudulent scheme. You falsified loan documents. You've been under investigation for the past 3 months. We have evidence. And you're being formally notified that legal action is being taken. Gasps filled the room. My mother's hand flew to her mouth. My father stood up. What is she talking about, Ashley? Ashley stammered. I don't know what she's talking about. This is a mistake. Margaret pulled out documents. You forged your husband's signature. You took out loans in his name without his knowledge. You used company funds for personal expenses. This isn't a mistake. Brad stood up, his face red. What? Ashley, what is she talking about? Ashley started crying. Brad, I can explain. You forged my signature? His voice was shaking. You took out loans in my name? Margaret handed Brad a copy of the documents. You'll want to contact a lawyer. You may be implicated as well if you don't cooperate. Brad looked at the papers. His hands were shaking. He looked at Ashley with disgust. How much? Ashley didn't answer. How much, Ashley? $200,000. The room erupted. People started whispering. My mother started crying. My father was yelling. $200,000? Are you out of your mind? Ashley collapsed into her chair, sobbing. Margaret left. The party was over. After Margaret left, chaos erupted. Brad was screaming at Ashley. My parents were in shock. Guests were leaving, whispering, gossiping. Ashley sat in the corner, sobbing, her perfect image shattered. I sat there, watching it all unfold. And then my mother turned to me. Natalie, did you know about this? I took a deep breath. I knew she was struggling. Ashley looked up at me, her eyes red. What? I knew you lost your job 6 months ago. I knew you were lying to everyone about still working. I knew you were in debt. You told me. You begged me not to tell anyone. The room went silent. Ashley's voice was barely a whisper. You promised you wouldn't say anything. I didn't, I said calmly. I kept your secret. I even lent you $5,000 when you said you couldn't make your mortgage payment. I protected you. Because you're my sister. Because I thought you'd do the same for me. My father looked at me. You gave her $5,000? I nodded. I've been working double shifts at the hospital for the past year. I've been saving every dollar I can. I gave her money because she said she was desperate. I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to embarrass her. Ashley was crying harder now. My mother looked at her with disappointment. You took money from your sister and then humiliated her in front of everyone? Ashley didn't answer. I stood up. I never wanted to compete with you, Ashley. I never cared about having a bigger house or a fancier car. I just wanted you to see me as your equal. As your sister. But you couldn't do that. You had to tear me down to make yourself feel better. She looked at me, broken. I was scared. I was drowning. I didn't know what to do. So you humiliated me? You made me look like a failure to hide your own mistakes. She sobbed. I'm sorry. Humiliating me didn't make you better, Ashley. It just made you cruel. The next few weeks were hard. Ashley and Brad separated. She moved back in with our parents temporarily. She's facing legal consequences. She lost everything she built. Her reputation. Her marriage. Her friends. I kept my distance. I set boundaries. I told her I needed time. She apologized over and over, but I wasn't ready to forgive her yet. My parents finally saw me. They apologized for always putting Ashley first. They thanked me for helping her even when she didn't deserve it. They told me they were proud of me. It was the first time I'd heard those words in years. I went back to my life. My small apartment. My job at the hospital. My quiet, simple existence. And for the first time, I didn't feel ashamed of it. I felt proud. Because in the end, her lies exposed her. And my silence protected me. Have you ever been humiliated by someone close to you? Tell me your story. You're not alone.